Previously on The Call That Changed Everything, somewhere across the ocean, Fred Akolo was preparing to return to Nigeria. What Fred never knew was that the same woman who approached him for help had secretly hidden another child from him years before. A son, Elias, and soon, both secrets were on a collision course that would destroy everything the Adeyemis had built. After Fred Akolo completed the necessary documentation as the Adeyemi's confidential sperm donor years earlier, medical procedures were quietly carried out before he eventually returned to his base in the United States. When Amara was born, Fred congratulated the couple warmly from abroad. And then life moved on. Or so everyone believed. The morning after Amara confronted her mother, she drove straight to her best friend Bola's house. Still shaken, still angry, still terrified, Bola listened carefully as Amara paced across the living room recounting every word Elias had said. When she finished, Bola spoke calmly. "You need to meet him." Amara stopped pacing. "What? If he's lying, you'll know. And if he's telling the truth, you need evidence." Bola urged her to demand proof of the DNA test, documents, timelines, and every piece of research Elias had uncovered. Amara reluctantly agreed, because deep down, she already feared the stranger was telling the truth. Back at the mansion, Chief Adeyemi could no longer ignore the growing distance between his wife and daughter. The tension disturbed him deeply, especially Amara's withdrawn behavior. The laughter that once filled the mansion had disappeared. One evening, he privately confronted Chimika again. "Does Amara know?" Chimika froze. "Know what?" He looked directly into her eyes. "That I'm not her biological father." The question hung heavily in the room. Quietly, Chimika answered, "No." Chief Adeyemi sighed heavily before sitting beside her. "She's 24, Chimika. Almost 25. Maybe it's time we tell her the truth ourselves." But Chimika reacted instantly, too quickly, too emotionally. "No, absolutely not." Chief Adeyemi stared at her in confusion. What he saw in her eyes was not concern. It was fear, real fear, because Chimika understood something he did not. If Amara discovered the truth about her paternity now, everything could unravel at once. Elias, Fred, the pregnancy, the lies, all of it. Determined to protect his family, Chief Adeyemi quietly gave instructions to Amara's driver. "Keep an eye on her, where she goes, who she meets, everything." The driver nodded respectfully. What nobody realized was that another pair of ears had already heard far too much. A longtime maid named Mama Ngozi had overheard the confrontation between Chimika and Amara the night before. She had served the Adeyemis long before Amara was born. She helped raise Amara like her own child. And although she already knew Chief Adeyemi was not Amara's biological father, she had never known about Chimaka's teenage pregnancy. The revelation shook her deeply, but Mama Ngozi remained silent. Loyalty chained her mouth shut. At least for now. The following day, Chimika secretly visited her mother, the only person who knew every buried secret. Inside the quiet family home, Chimika finally broke down. She told her mother everything. Elias' call, Amara's confrontation, Chief Adeyemi's suspicions. Her mother listened silently before finally saying, "Tell your husband the truth. Tell Amara the truth, before someone else does." But Chimika refused. Terrified tears filled her eyes. "You don't understand. I could lose everything." And for the first time, even her mother realized how dangerous the situation had become. Days later, Amara and Bola finally met Elias. The meeting changed everything. Elias came prepared. Documents, dates, DNA results, hospital records, photos, research. The deeper Amara looked, the more impossible it became to deny. Fear consumed her, and eventually, she made the decision she had dreaded most. She took a DNA test. Quietly, secretly, without telling anyone. Then came the results. A few devastating weeks later, Amara sat frozen as the truth stared back at her from the document in her trembling hands. Chief Adeyemi was not her biological father, but the second revelation destroyed her completely. She and Elias were not half siblings. They were full siblings. Same mother, same father. Amara's mind shattered, because in one moment, she lost her identity, her certainty, her inheritance, and the man she had called Daddy her entire life.